Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I have a 2021 Nissan Titan SV. It's an XD. So I just did a video on a diesel and I didn't have a lot of good things to say about that engine, but this has a 5.6 gas, so we're going to see how this is going to do going up 6% grade today. Stay tuned. And I have a viewer today. He brought this truck to me because he saw the video on the Titan XD with the Cummins and he wanted to redeem the Nissan Titan. So we're gonna see what this bad boy can do today. This is Rodney.
How you doing, everyone? So I saw the Titan XD with the diesel and I had to bring it back for Team Titan, man. I can't let them go out like that. So I brought the 5.6 down here for JB to review, and hopefully we can bring a better light back to the Titan XD because it's a great truck.
Absolutely. Team Titan.
Team Titan.
All right, guys, so you do have your tow haul mode up top here. You also have a trailer brake down below. And that's pretty much all the towing features this truck has. Let's take a look at the backup camera. Now for 2020 and up, they did redo their system here. And I gotta say, I was a little confused by the backup camera because they did not update the backup camera. So check this out. It's still really fuzzy, not a great picture, so I would like to see them redo that in the future. But like I said, other than that, this is actually a really nice truck. This is the perfect truck for towing. I mean, if you're looking to buy a trailer, you know, maybe a 32 footer, I would say go with an SV because this gives you so much payload, which I'm going to show you here in a second. But we're going to go ahead and back it up. And as you can see, it's really hard, you know, to use this. I should be there though. Let's go check and see where we are. Do I need to lift it up?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right, so on any of my half-ton trucks, I always use this same hitch here. The Nissan Titan does have a class 4 receiving hitch. I love the mounting points too. It's easy to get these bulky chains in there. They do give you a 7 and a 4-pin connector. And Rodney actually opted to have the 5th wheel prep package, so he does have it here. And I don't see the plug for it. Oh, the plug's on this side. Okay, so they switched it to this side as opposed to on this side. That's interesting. But let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers on the door so you guys can see how much payload the truck's gonna have. So the gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 8,750. Gross axle weight rating up front is going to be 4,325, and the gross axle weight in the rear is 4,900. And all in, payload capacity is going to be 2,149 pounds. And just for perspective, that gross vehicle weight rating is about I want to say 1,600 pounds heavier. This truck weighs 6,600 pounds on the curb. Like, this is a heavy truck. That's about 1,000 more than my Ram 1500. That is just insanity. That's how you know this truck is really robust. The suspension has a double wishbone suspension up front that's been reinforced and has a strong frame, has leaf springs up back. And so in the last video, you guys did see that this truck didn't squat that much. So we're gonna measure here in a second before I drop it down, and I'll show you guys a time lapse of the weight getting added to the truck. All right, so here you guys go. It's gonna be pretty much 41. We'll just use that number, and let's go ahead and drop the weight down. All right, guys, so 38.25. Not bad. Now check it out. The truck looks pretty much level at this point, which this is what you want going down the road. So yeah, if I were to buy this truck, I would not buy a weight distribution hitch for this trailer. I mean, it does a good job, and as I said in the last video, stability is not the issue, but what we're going to be testing mostly today is 100% how much power this bad boy has. We did use some premium gas, so we're gonna, it's kind of probably like, it's probably mixed Maybe 87.
It's probably 50-50, 87 to 93.
That's not bad. Then.
So we'll call it 89 by the time they mix together.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what it looks like. But let's go ahead and get down the road. Really excited to see how the 5.6 is going to do today. All right, so we're going to turn on the tow haul mode. I have the trailer brake set to light electric, and we're at 7. Let's go ahead and pull forward a little bit and see where we are. Oh yeah, if I can do about 6.5, there we go. 6.5 is good. Already out of the gate, guys, we were just talking about it. What I hated about that Cummins was it didn't have any guts in the low end. With this 5.6, I mean, it has a 4.083, which is a weird actual ratio.
It is a weird.
But I think that's probably helping too. So I'm gonna hit it right now. I'm going 40. Let me just drop it down a little bit right now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She has. We're at 60. Oh yeah. There's a reason why they stopped making the.
Yeah, the Cummins diesel didn't do too well. I think it's
not doing too well right now either.
I think a lot of it has to do with the emissions for the diesels, and you know, they tried to make a run at it. I still think they can make it work.
Yeah. No, this 5.6 is getting the job done.
This 5.6 is the perfect truck for the segment where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled my RV with a Chevy 1500, and it would do it. It was pretty unstable when tractor and trailers passed, pretty slow up the mountains, but it would do it. It was within the tow rating.
Yeah.
So I didn't need a 2500 truck, but I needed something bigger than the 1500. And this Titan XD fits people in that category perfect.
Yep. So, as I mentioned in the video earlier, this does have a 9-speed transmission. And we're at 65 miles an hour. Just a little bit above 2,000 RPM, about 2250 in that ballpark. And I'm assuming we're probably most likely in 9th gear. Now, if I lock this in, will it show us what gear we're in?
Yep, right down at the bottom. You're in 7th right now.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it doesn't change it though?
I guess so.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Alright guys, we're about to hit the 6% grade here in a second. We'll slow down and we'll see what this bad boy's gonna do. So under the hood, this is gonna be a 5.6 liter V8 gas. It's gonna be good for 400 horsepower, 413 pound-feet of torque, and it is made it to a 9-speed transmission. So it should be a pretty good test compared to the Cummins to see how well it's gonna do going up the 6% grade today. All right, here we go. bad at all.
1500 I had wouldn't have done 55.
Yeah, that didn't do bad. Now that was for a gas engine again. I mean that's not bad.
Plus, I mean, I'm impressed at how stable that big trailer feels back there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't really feel back there.
Yeah.
I mean, the tires are, like you said, they're really quiet. I love these tires. This is getting the job done.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, now we got to figure out what the fuel economy is going to be, because that Titan did pretty good with the Cummins. I think it did like 12.
Oh, I don't think we're going to do 12.
Well, we might. Well, I always reset it like at the top of a hill, and then we just kind of run it from there. But yeah, we're just cruising at 70 miles an hour, and as I said in the last video, I mean, we are literally.
We're rock solid.
Yeah, we're rock solid. This is the most overbuilt truck. That's what the Japanese manufacturers do. They always overbuild their cars, their trucks, and it's very apparent in this one.
Yeah, if you're looking to tow something that's, like I said, it's in the middle between a 1500 and a 2500, you're not sure what you need, you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you didn't check out a Titan XD.
I agree 100%.
Plus, I mean, the warranty on these things is 5 years, 100,000 miles. Bumper to bumper.
Bumper to bumper.
No one's covered. No one's doing better than that. So.
That's really good, actually.
It is.
Yeah. And that was on the Titan too, right? On the Cummins, excuse me.
Yeah, the Cummins is the same way.
It's good to know.
I wouldn't buy one of those Cummins without a good warranty.
I know. I mean, that's the first generation of that Cummins. They don't make it anymore. So,
yeah, they kind of gave up on it. So.
Yeah. Well, we're almost at the midway point here, so we're gonna do a zero launch, and then I'm gonna reset the fuel economy, and we're gonna see what this truck can do in terms of performance there.
So I'm going to talk about the tires a little bit I put on this. It came with stock Firestone tires. They were a size smaller, 2 sizes smaller. I didn't like the way they looked, so plus I do a little bit of off-road stuff, not a lot. So I traded them out for these Cooper tires. This is the actually the third set of Cooper tires I've had, and I've had really good luck with them. So I put these Cooper AT3 XLT tires on it. They are 285 70R 17 tires. And if you look down here, the we'll call it just under 3,200 pounds capacity per tire. It's like 3,185 is the capacity per tire. So I've had this trap pattern before. It does really well in the snow. It does well in some mud. And the best thing about these is they're super quiet going down the highway. You're not going to get any road noise off of them any more than you would any highway tire. They're made in America. I think they're made out in Ohio. Don't quote me on that. But I do know Coopers are made in the US, so I like to support that kind of stuff. So I swapped them out. My stock tires didn't have but 2,000 miles on them, not traded them in for these. Nice. Like I said, this is the third set I've had. I had one Chevy 1500, 2 Chevy 1500s I had, and get really good mileage out of them, really quiet. So if you're looking for a nice set of tires, I would definitely at least consider these Coopers, because everyone I ever talked to has had good luck. These are the E load range tires, you know, the 10 plies. They pull camper really well. That's what I use this truck for. I have an RV, and I stepped up from a Chevy 1500 to this XD, and it's a whole new class, pulling a 7,000, 7,500 pound 30-foot RV. So when you couple them with these tires, they're nice and stiff and quiet, you get a really good ride.
Alright guys, so we're at the midway point, and as you guys can see, these tow mirrors are amazing. You see around the trailer perfectly. And so we're gonna go ahead and go back the opposite direction. This 9-speed transmission, when we got off the interstate, it was downshifting. I mean, it wasn't strong, but it was enough to like really, you know, kind of give you some security that you had some additional braking happening. So let me just pull over to the side. There's a car behind us, and then like I said, next thing you'll see is us starting from zero. All right, here we go. This transmission holds the gears really well. Really well. We're about to go back uphill right now.
When I got this truck, I was pulling the same RV that I have now. It was a 09 Chevy 1500 with the 5.3 in it. And like I said, it would pull it. I've actually pulled it up this hill we're going up right now, and it was probably 50, 55 miles per hour at best. And fairly unstable when the tractor trailers would pass. You know, you would get some movement in your lane. And I actually had put Bilstein shocks around it and airbags on the back to keep it level. The towing capacity by the book on that 09 I had was 9,000 pounds. And I was probably 7,000, 7,500 pounds of my RV. So I was below the rated towing capacity, but I wouldn't have wanted to go any bigger with that Chevy 1500. This 9,000 pound trailer, it would have been pretty scary. So when I started looking for a new truck, you know, I was looking for a 2500. I'm not super brand loyal. I would have bought an F250 if I could have found one. Of course, you know how it is trying to find trucks nowadays. I got this one last March. And I did some research about the Titans, and I like the Titans. And I actually had test drove a 2018 Titan with the diesel in it. And it was the S model, so it didn't have the tow mirrors and stuff like that, so I ended up not buying that one and found this one brand new at a dealership in Hagerstown. So, you know, did the trade. Yeah, like I said, I did some research about the XDs and how they're bigger. I wouldn't have traded for a regular Titan because I wanted the stability and the extra weight. So I gave the XD a shot, and I've been nothing but happy with it. It's solid as a rock when I'm towing. It's got plenty of power. There's a few things I don't like about it. The backup camera's terrible. If anyone from Nissan watches this video, upgrade your backup camera. It's my 2013 Civic has a better backup camera than this thing does. The fuel tank's a little small. It's only got a 26-gallon fuel tank in it, and that's kind of a pain when you're towing long distance. It'd be nice if it had at least over a 30-gallon tank. But I mean, that's small stuff, you know. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
So, but overall, man, I've got don't have a single complaint. I bought it brand new. I've got a little over 10,000 miles on it now. Haven't had problem one. Knock on wood. I mean, not that you should with a brand new truck, but you know, nowadays it's hard to tell. So I've got no complaints, man. I love the truck. It's like I said before. If you're a guy like me, a girl like me, who's in that, do I need a 2500? Don't I? Can I get away with the 1500? Look at an XD. Look at a Titan XD. I think you'd be surprised at how nice it is.
And speaking of fuel economy, we are going back up now. We were at about 4.7.
Yeah, you're not going to get good fuel mileage, I can tell you that.
I was sweating a little bit. Oh my goodness, like this is terrible. But we're getting back up, but we're still got a little bit of ways to go, but it should go up a little bit more. I'll tell you guys in a second what it is. But okay, I'll tell you now. It's 6.1 right now. It was at 4.7 about 2 miles ago. So we were going up some grades, and then we just went down like a long one. So hopefully, as we get closer, I'm hoping it will target about 7.5 to 8. That's a good number on this.
Yeah. So when I just towed down to Tennessee and back last week, and I was right around 10 for the whole trip.
Oh no, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, it's for the most part the tow from Pennsylvania where I live down to Tennessee is actually fairly flat in most places. It's all one highway the whole way. So it's not bad. The best I ever got out of this truck not towing on the highway was 17. So I mean, you're not going to get great fuel mileage, I can tell you that. It's not. Don't buy this truck if you're looking to save money on gas. But, don't buy any truck really if you're looking to save money on gas.
Yeah. 7.7. Let's see if I can show you some of those downshifts. Here we go. Okay. They're not strong. But I mean, like I said, this transmission, it holds the gears extremely well. And like I said, this 9-speed was new for 2020 or 21, I believe. So we are almost back. We're at 7.9. Can we break the 8 mpg mark? This is not bad. This is a decent alternative to a 3/4 ton truck if you're only towing 10,000 or less. Not bad, guys.
I think Team Titan brought it back home.
Yep, Team Titan brought it back home. Performance was decent, really good for, you know, a gas engine. And I mean, the reliability of this is good too because they've had this for a while. There it is, 7.9. You can't beat it. What do you think, man?
I think we brought it home for Team Titan.
We brought it home.
Like I said, man, I'm really happy with this truck. It's for a gas engine. I mean, it tows really well. It's got 400 horsepower. What's the torque? 413 on this thing or something like that.
Yep.
So, like I said, I think if you're towing, you'd be doing a disservice if you didn't at least check them out and consider them. But I wouldn't buy the diesel. But
yeah, I mean, hey, it's definitely a good alternative if you want the fuel economy, but in terms of performance, I think 8,000 or less pounds is probably what you're gonna.
I think 8,000 or less pounds. This is right in your wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna tow a lot more stable than 1,500. Any of them really. Yeah, you'd get something like an F-150 with the EcoBoost. You probably get more speed out of it, but you're not going to have the weight to keep you stable. I don't think like this truck will. So it's not all about going fast up the hills. It's about how safe you're doing it. So I think this truck
100% true.
I think this truck is well suited for that.
Good stuff.
Yep.
So what did you guys think about that video? I thought that the 21 Nissan Titan with the V8 gas did really, really good. 9-speed transmission for the win. I think gearing, transmission, and tires, those three things are very important for towing. I mean, the tires on this truck, they had really good stability. I mean, I feel like they work well with the suspension. And I mean, overall, I mean, the gearing on the rear, on the axle ratio was good too. I feel like at the low end, it had really good low end torque. I mean, 400 horsepower, 413 pound-feet of torque is a lot of power.
That's a lot of power.
Yeah, so I feel like overall, if you are in the market, like Rodney said, the Nissan Titan is a good alternative to a 3/4 ton, 1 ton truck because you have really good stability and the power is not bad either. And if you're not towing a lot, fuel economy is kind of subjective because a diesel engine from Ram or Ford or Chevy is going to cost you $9,000 plus. And I mean, it would take you a long time to make that money back up, especially where you can buy these trucks at in terms of the pricing point. But thanks again for watching this video. Any more final remarks you want to make?
No, I don't think so, man. Like I said, I think it's a great truck for towing. If you're in the market, check them out.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. You got a couple with the right set of tires, and like we said before, don't expect to get good fuel mileage out of it. But if you're towing 9,000 pounds, you shouldn't be expecting great fuel mileage anyway.
Yeah.
But just driving around on the highway, I can get 16, 17 miles to the gallon. Around town, 14 is about what I average. So it's not terrible when it's not towing, but it's a pickup truck. You don't buy them for commuter cars.
Nope. You do not. And keep in mind too, I mean, the tires you choose too, these tires are a little bit more aggressive. So if you were to get like a Michelin tire, like with LT tire, it could potentially land you another, maybe half or so MPG more. But again, I would like to have the stability that this truck had, so I would definitely choose a tire that would sacrifice a little bit of the fuel economy. But again, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys soon. I wanted to say thanks again, Rodney, for letting me borrow your truck to do this test. I was glad I had a chance to test the Titan with the Cummins and the gas with the 9-speed back-to-back. And like I said, guys, I think that even though the Cummins wasn't a success for Nissan, I do believe that the 5.6 with that 9-speed is a really good option, especially if you're not looking to tow much more than 10,000 pounds.